Michael and Kesh, our two families and friends. Tonight we're celebrating a very special occasion, one that Michael's kept us waiting on for a long time. but I should say, this isn't the first time that Michael's kept us waiting. I can go back about 36 years almost. I can recall driving into hospital with my wife for the birth of our second child, which we then found out was to be twins. I can recall getting there about 5 in the evening, and nothing happened, and nothing happened. And around about 10 o'clock, the hours felt like days. The doctor arrived and said, look, I better induce this. I think he wanted an early night. and he proceeded to bring on the birth. Again, nothing happened. As it was approaching midnight, it got to, I think it was 9 minutes to midnight. Mark decided to join us. So one was out. Michael just didn't want to come. And we were thinking, my God, we're going to have twin boys with 2 different birthdays. Then 4 minutes to midnight, Michael joined us. So on that occasion, Michael followed Mark by 5 minutes. On this occasion, he's followed him by, what, 9 years? Michael has said to keep this very short and not to say too much, but I thought it would be appropriate to say a few words about the man you know as Michael Hutchins. As usual, people who have children would realise when you have children, they have particular personality traits, and certain of these traits tend to come to the fore and stand out. In Michael's case, 2 particular traits which he inherited from his parents, I think, stood out. One was to be very impulsive, but the other was to be totally honest and open with his parents, so that when the impulsiveness caused a massive accident, he would share the whole thing with us. Perhaps if I can give you, a couple of examples of this sort of openness. We had decided with our children to motivate them to go well at school and go on to uni, that if they did well, we'd buy them a little car to go to uni with. Well, Michael did well in his VCE, and straight away was out looking for a car. He found this rather sporty little Alfa Romeo GTV. Pretty fast little machine, and I sort of looked at this thing and thought, well, it looks so nice. He won't smash it. He won't thrash it. And he will survive. So he bought this car, and like most Alphas, bits and pieces kept falling off it. And Michael learned how to put those bits and pieces back. And then one Saturday afternoon I got this phone call, and it's Michael. Dad, you should see this. The car's just caught alight in Burke Street. Flames are everywhere. He's touching the guy's face in the car next door to me. He's panicking. I can't recall who put the fire out, but that was just Michael including me in this situation. So this lovely little Alfa Romeo GTV now had a burnt black and grey bonnet, but by this stage he moved on to investment banking, and he went out and got this very fast Honda S200. And this is when, as a parent, you pray and think, oh my God, what's going to happen here? And sure enough, down the track, get this phone call. It's 4 in the morning. You reach over the side of the bed to pick this phone up, and it's Michael. I've just wrecked the car. I said, Michael, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Where are you? I'm at Red Hill. What are you doing at Red Hill? I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go for a drive. And then I found this straight road, and I thought, I'll see how fast this car is. One girl went up the side of the road, and I lost it, Dad. The car's wrecked. I said, well, do you need my help? No, I'm with Ben. I thought, well, why the hell did you bother? That was this open. It wasn't just this openness in that sense, but it was also, Michael would always ask us questions, and they'd be deep and meaningful questions, and well, you couldn't just say, oh, because. Michael wanted to know the answers. And as time went along, I can recall one evening he came into the kitchen, and I had to learn how to take Michael's questions. I was cooking dinner, and he casually said to me, Dad, I've done well in my VCE. Should I do medicine like Bianca? I looked at Michael and I said, mate, I won't use the exact words I used. I said, mate, I can't imagine you looking down people's throats or doing colonoscopies all day, but you do speak a lot. And a lot of hot air comes out. I reckon you can make a bloody good barrister. Why don't you do law commerce? I said this light-heartedly, it was just joking. The next thing, he's enrolled with law commerce at Melbourne University and spent the next 3 years partying and lobbying to be the president of the Commerce Student Society. And I was thinking, in future, when he asked me a simple question, I'll take them more seriously. Then as time went on, about 10 years ago, he started to say to me, Dad, how do you know when you've met the right person to marry? And I thought, well, I'm not going to answer these questions like last time. The last thing you want to hear down the track is, God, thanks very much, Dad. What a disaster. So I would waffle, and I would hypothesise and stay away from anything concise. But then one afternoon he said, Dad, why'd you marry Mum? I said, well, mate, she was beautiful, she was very intelligent, and she was my best friend. I thought, well, I can't go wrong there. Anyway, Michael ran off, and rather than being impulsive, he was very, very patient. He spent a lot of time looking around. meeting a lot of people. And then finally, he met Kesh. And on this occasion, I thought I'd be safe by not saying anything, but the moment I met Kesh, I thought, mate, here's a girl who's beautiful, she's very intelligent, and she's your best friend. Don't look any longer. Well, I couldn't say it then, I can now say it now. I also say, Kesh, I think you're making a pretty good choice too.